All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 2v2 tournament that we are hosting on our server Discord. Uh, Links in the description for the Discord to join for the next tournament. But this is the 2v2 tournament that we're hosting right now. We have the quarterfinals. It is Amaterasu and A Potato on the Swedes team versus Platypus Slayer and Pistol Pete on Team P is the name. I have not seen this replay yet. We're watching Game 5 of the best of 5 for the first time. Winner goes to the semifinals for a best of 7 game against someone who are not aware of yet. I'll have to take a look at the bracket. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. I can't control the map. Lots of pings everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Hold on a sec. We have to go into the options. We have to go game options, and we have to clamp the mouse to the window. Okay, here we go. We're going back. Okay, now I have full control over the map and everything. We have Amaterasu as Sweden up here. He got his torps on his coin mine on Mongolia. And A Potato on France. We have kind of a French mirror here. France down in the south, close to his ally. We're going to turn Fog of War off for the time being. Mongolia, now I do believe that Game 4 was won by Platypus and Pistol, aka Team P, so they picked Mongolia. And then Amaterasu and Potato picked their civs, and the counter pick to Sweden-France is China-France, apparently. Let's take a look at decks here. Everybody's getting their first deck. 2v2 sheep, no cav. Now, this is kind of a build order that me and Amaterasu have been developing, where you send 2 Age 1 shipments with a trade post, which you have right here. You send 3 villagers, then you send sheep. So this is like a semi-FF type build. You send the sheep to get the homestead wagon, and you build a livestock pen with the sheep, and then you get to age 3 pretty fast by just eating the sheep, moving on to help you get the food to move on to age 3. It's somewhat slow, but it is very powerful when it hits as a semi-fast fortress. He's picking up this wood treasure, 80 wood. That is pretty good. We're going to go over to A Potato, take a look at his deck. I'm not very familiar with French. It is just called 2v2. Not a whole bunch of age 1 cards, which kind of surprises me based on the decks that I've seen from France. But lots of age 2 play. Looks like he's going to go cav. He's got hand cavalry combat. He's got riding school, wilderness warfare. That is interesting. He does not have, I don't think, the early skirm card. No, he doesn't. Lots of upgrade cards age 2. And this looks like a pretty much an age 2 play. And like I said, the Sweden player is going to go with like a semi-fast fortress build. So we go over to Platypus Slayer, who's playing China. He is in the front. He's red. And what is he doing right here? His explorer's just kind of hanging out with a Mongol scout and a disciple. Just got his first shipment in, I believe, which was northern refugees. Each village and town center will do one-time muster of 1 villager. 2. He went with the 2 village start, so he gets 3 villagers. Not quite aging yet. China is known for being kind of slow. 4 idols for some reason. What is he doing? He's microing that. 5 idols now because of the spawn in, and now he's chopping. He is very late for this, which is not entirely fantastic. Age up click at 340. He's going to age up click at almost 4 minutes. That is not good. That is not a good start. We're going to go over to France. Pistol Pete, take a look at his deck. Very similar to a Potatoes deck, except it has Pioneers for villager hit points. Not much else is new about that. Let's take a look at treasures. I cannot look at treasures. I can't look at the chat log. I don't know how. So we're stuck not knowing, unfortunately. Tea export coming in for China. So this is he's aging up with the Summer Palace. That seems pretty standard. And he's getting tea export. So this is going to be a consulate heavy deck. That's a consulate going up right now. Exploring the deck, or exploring the town center of the other player. You see we have a potato almost aging up, got a shipment in queue. Hunting dogs on the way. First card in age 2 is going to be... First card is going to be... Very late. Which is not good. Is he treasure hunting? No, he's just hanging out there. He has not sent an age 2 card yet. So we're going to go over to Amaterasu on Sweden, who is... Did he send the sheep? He did send the sheep. There's that. The sheep are... Maybe they've already been eaten, which would be a shock. Maybe not. Probably ate them to age up faster, and then the yaks, because this is a livestock map, so that makes sense. So, Dominions to get the Shrine Boom kind of started, kick-started anyways. Probably followed by 700 coin to get a semi-FF. Barracks should be going up fairly soon. He's got 5 on wood. Let's kick it over to Pistol Pete, whose first card, he's training pikes. First card was 700 wood in age 2. And there's the Swedish barracks going up in... Oh, I see. It's going up in the France player's base because he's close, which kind of makes sense. We have the Mongol Scout annoying some CDB who have not been upgraded yet. Maybe they have the market upgrade. I'm not sure. Man, lots of stuff going on so far. Pistol Pete's second card in age 2 is 600 wood. Very greedy. That kind of falls in line with what I believe is a greed meta at the pro level. We are not pros by any mean, but we like to pretend. We're going to go over to Potato, who has finally sent, what is this, 700 coin. His first age 2 card was 4 CDB. Again, very greedy. 3 of the 4 players going pretty greedy this game. We're going to go over to Platypus Slayer and see what he's doing. He has a decent mass. He's got, what is this? This is 2 Keshiks, 9 Step Riders, so going heavy on the cav. They have pretty decent siege at 25, 15 hand attack with standard Hussar rate of fire. And Pistol Pete's got some crossbowmen and some pikes that he's trained. So we are going to follow these guys and see what they have to offer here. Villagers being traded, standard army coming in, standard and Mongolian. This is a very this is a very Platypus thing. What are they going to do here? We're going to turn Fog of War off for a moment and follow these guys as they travel very slowly. Who are they traveling with? Oh, they're traveling with the Explorer, which makes them move. Oh man, just look at that. Look at that beautiful... Oh, they stopped. Slow motion animation. Mongolian Scourge coming in. And we're going straight to the Sweden base. I'm sure Amaterasu sees this. Yes, he does. What's he going to do about it? All the villagers are going to pop into the town center. And the Karolians being trained from the barracks are coming back to try and deal with this mess. Oh, they're going straight for the town center. Wow. Wow, this is interesting. And there's a little bit of Chuko news and steps to deal with the... Yep, there they go. The Karolians that are there. We have the France player coming in. That is Pistol Pete with some crossbows to try and deal with these Karolians. Lots of crossbows. How many crossbows? He's got 15 crossbows to try and deal with the Karolians. Wow. That is clever, I guess, because you know Sweden's probably going to go Karolians. We'll see how this engagement shapes up. We have some more stuff going on over here. Oh, it's just a dead Explorer right now. Some raids? Nope. Still just the Mongol Scout. And the town center goes down. I turn away for 5 seconds, and the town center's down. Pistol Pete's training pikes. Potato's scrambling for units. Who knows what Potato is doing? He sends 500 wood to Amaterasu so he can rebuild the town center. I'm guessing. Shipment point unavailable would be my guess. Oh man, what is this? Is this it? Is this GG, dude? Does Team P pull off the upset against the Swedes? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is unheard of. Wow, are they gonna move on to the winners semis? I think they're gonna move on to the winners semis. Oh, the Leathers may have something else to say for that. Team P's been wiped, but the Swedes have suffered heavy casualties. Amaterasu is down on 16 villagers, almost 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes into the game with no town center. Let's take stock. Potato is on 24. Pistol Pete's on 23. China, Platypus Slayer's on 29. The town center's getting sieged down by some French pikes. And the remass from the red player, China Platypus Slayer, is looking pretty good here. We had some raids going in. Is this still just a Mongol scout? It is just a Mongol scout. Looks like he's been deleted by some pikes that are here. We have a little bit of a remass over here. Pistol Pete. Oh, some raids. No, that's still just a Mongol scout sieging away. Doing his thing. This house is down on 790 out of 1200. Will he get this down? I do not know. Let's take a look. We've got 2 barracks over here and an outpost. Okay. So the outpost, he probably aged with the governor. We can take a look in post-game after to see if he didn't age up with the governor, which is not necessarily part of the build order, but it ended up saving his life because he still doesn't have a town center and is down on 17 vills now. He's got this TC going up thanks to the 500 wood from his teammate. Wow, this is fascinating stuff. Oh, here's okay, we're going to turn Fog of War on. They don't see this mass. This mass is getting to be a pretty critical size of what is this stuff from Platypus Slayer. This is Chuko news. This is 14 Chuko news, 11 Keshiks, 12 Step Riders. They need to take advantage while they still can. That's the Mongol scout finally going down. What is that? 700 coin coming in. We have Mongolian and Standard Army coming in. Still just the Mongol and Standard. Duck Squad has not been sent, so he doesn't have the flamethrower yet. 700 coin. 8 Chuko news. This is he's the only player that has a military heavy deck in his in this game, and he is using it to great advantage. Still age 2. Everybody's age 2. Scores are pretty even. Pistol Pete, the France player, is down on score for some reason. I'm not quite sure. He's taking all the trade posts, so that should change fairly soon. He's got a shipment stocked right now. He sent all his eco cards in age 2. And let's see here. We have 17 musketeers, 2 pikes. More musks being trained. Let's see if Team P can take advantage of everything that we have going on here. See if they can not throw. I mean, the scores are fairly even here. Team P is a little bit ahead, but as we can see, this town center is the second town center that they've had to rebuild. Whole bunch of, look at this. Oh, the raids. Oh, I didn't realize this was raids. A whole bunch of Step Riders coming in to try and get some torps down. We'll see if, yep, here we go. This could be GG, folks. A whole bunch of Keshiks. Not a ton of Step Riders. Let's go back over to Platypus Slayer. He got 12 Step Riders. A lot of them are over here. Where did they back off to? Did they all die? Where are the 12 steps? I don't know where the 12 steps are. Those are villagers. Anyways, let's get back into the action because this is the interesting part. Oh, there they are. The 12 steps going to come in and try and clean up these crossbows. They ended up missing their mark. Corollians and cannons here. Let's see how much damage these steps do. The Chukonu are going to try and take care of the Corollians. Corollians are going to try and take care of the Step Riders. Keshiks are in the back, just trying to siege with 5 siege, not doing very well. Musketeers just kind of doing their thing. What is going on here? Oh, man. More Keshiks going to come in. They're going to end up maybe not being cleaned up by the Corollians, just kind of body blocking. Corollians going down. It's hard to tell who wins this fight. Town Center. The Town Center coming in from a potato. A potato sending in a Town Center. He is age 3. I didn't see that coming. The first one to age 3. Aged with the Town Center from France. They're pushing back the army. That's a wipe. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wipe of yellow. That is not good. Both leather cannons still alive. The China army has retreated. France is at 10,000 score. He's the lowest scoring player here. And a potato is popped. So let's pop over to Pistol Pete real quick. He's got a fair amount of res, 31 villagers. The Swedes are pushing into China now. Let's turn Fog of War back on really quick. Fog of War is on. We're going to go over to the Sweden's perspective. Sieging down a village. They don't see this army that is right here. Although the crossbows are pushing forward to try and siege this village. Just out of line of sight. See 2 Chukonus. That Chukonu mass is quite larger. Keshik's coming in. He's going to try and save this village. I'm sure he wants to. Because if he loses that village, he's going to be pop-capped. Castle going up, probably to try and get a flamethrower. What is this shipment coming in? Arquebusiers. Oh my goodness, we're starting to get to age 3. I'm not even paying attention. Not even paying attention to the res. That's why Platypus Slayer backed off, because he was aging. He wants to get his age 3 upgrades, age 3 shipments. And there's Arquebusiers. Those are going to try and wipe up all this whole Corollian mass. Yeah, oh man. Let's see all these numbers here. This is a big battle. This could determine the fate of the game right here. If this Corollian and leather cannon mass goes down, the crossbow mass is probably going to die. Let's be honest. We'll see here in just a moment. That was a card that I didn't see. I think it was a market upgrade that came in. We have more territorial and standard army is the swap now, with 5 meteor hammers being shipped in. Age 3, the meteor hammers will shred the crossbows, I think. No, those are ranged cav. But they will deal with the Corollians and definitely the leather cannons. This looks like a fairly clean wipe. All of green has gone down. The Corollians, 1 leather cannon is still up. Man, this is a battle for the century. 16 minutes in, this is it. 2 out of the 4 players, 1 from each team is age. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a massive leather cannon. Let's take a look over at Amaterasu's. Yeah, he's been microing for nothing but leather cannons. There's 700 coin coming in finally. He's got nothing in age 3. He's still age 2, but, you know, those age 2 leather cannons can be fairly deadly. That is one of the good things that Sweden can do, is they can just micro for the leather cannons and send them age 2, and there is literally, in this situation, there's not much that the opposing team can do about it. 40 bombard attack, 2 area of effect. Range of 21 is pretty good. That's almost rivals Falconets. There's not much that you can do to fight that in age 2 as any civ besides in age 2. Besides get some Huss raids. These pikes are going to take down the green player. That is a potato France Huss. We still have a decent mass of 24 Corollians. We have still 4 leather cannons. Let's zoom out a little bit. Amaterasu is stacking a shipment. Platypus Slayer is very idle. 20 Vills idle. I don't know if he sent his Town Militia card yet. Cards, I think the Chinese player gets 2. This is not looking good. That reinforcement of 5 leather cannons is deadly. Another shipment coming in. What's he going to send? I already knew it's the Changdao swordsman. They're going to try and deal with this mass. The town center should survive. They're focusing down this porcelain tower in this summer palace, which porcelain tower goes down, 240 XP awarded. The summer palace, yeah, there's a pop, but that's going to die pretty immediately. Yeah, with the steps and the Chuko news, that's going to die pretty immediately. I would focus down this town center if I was a Sweden player. We're going to see if this Arquebuser shipment, or this Changdao swordsman shipment gets in. We're going to go over to Pistol Pete, see how he is faring. All his trade posts are on XP. 3 Hussar are going to come in and distract the Carolians. Does the shipment come in? Does the shipment come in? It does. It does come in. Just barely. Villagers are going into the village. Where are the arquebusers? Oh, it's not the arquebusers. It's the Changdao swordsmen. Did they all die? I can't select them. He's got some hand mortars in here. There's GG being called. The town center goes in. Oh my goodness, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. The Swedes advance to the semifinals. Platypus Slayer, Pistol Pete, Team P gets demoted to the losers. Round of, I guess it's a round of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 teams in the round of 4. They get demoted to the, I guess, losers first round. And they're going to have to advance quite a number of games to try and get back into the tournament. But they can no longer lose if they want to win this tournament. The Swedes move on to the semis, like I said. Man, what a game. That was a good game, back and forth. The early pressure to destroy the Sweden's base early on. We're going to go over here. Unfortunately, the Sweden player's on 19 torps, and it is really hard, even if you destroy a town center, to beat a Team Sweden player, especially when the France player his teammate as France immediately sends him 500 wood to rebuild the town center. That is just good team play, good communication. Oh my goodness. It does not get much better than that, folks. Like I said, the Swedes moving on to the semis. Team P moving on to the losers bracket, round 1. They have to win to get to the losers bracket quarters and win again all the way to the finals. But oh man, this is fascinating stuff, dude. I enjoyed this game. I hope the players did too. This was just good Age of Empires gameplay, according to me. I mean, I'm garbage compared to some of the top players in the game, the better players in the game. But man, this was good content. This is the stuff that you would pay to see on the big screen in, the professional Age of Empires setting. Anyways, that's all I have for you. We'll come back another time, cast another game. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon.